Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible. And thank you so much for coming in today for this momentous occasion. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Lord Mayor, distinguished guests, faculty members, graduates, their families, friends, and colleagues. A very warm welcome to each one of you on this momentous occasion. The reason I say the word and use the word momentous because it's also our 10th year of establishment as a college. So UK VERSITY has completed 10 years this year, and that is why this celebration is a bit more special. It's both obviously a privilege and a joy to stand in front of you and honor the academic journey of 1,506 graduates this year. So when I say this year, I mean the academic year, so 24-25, there have been 1,506 people like yourself, learners like yourself, who have placed faith and hope within us as an institution and have studied various qualifications. So this is also a milestone for us because we have, from our date of establishment, taught 9,000 learners till date who have completed one academic year qualifications with us. So today we are not just celebrating qualifications, but we are also celebrating persistence, progress, and potential. Now, each one of you has obviously shown outstanding commitment to their goals. That is why you chose to study your qualification with us. And I couldn't be prouder because of the fact that your dedication has led us to this defining moment, that today you are going to be graduating with your qualification. When I founded UK VERSITY back in 2015, it was with a very clear vision that I wanted to make education accessible, affordable, transformative, and empowering. The company's tagline, Education Empowers Life, is something that I came up with because we know that a lot of thinkers and a lot of philosophers and obviously a lot of great people have always said that education empowers lives. And we thought that this would be the right and the most fitting, tagline which describes our college. And that is why UK VERSITY, because UK is United Kingdom, VERSITY stands for versatility, and education is what will empower you and a lot of your kids and children in the year to come. So we wanted that everyone should have an opportunity. It should not be limited to a classroom or brick and mortar model, and that's why we started Education Online. And the Education Online was with a purpose that we wanted this education to be 1/6 the cost of education that you get at the university. So you get the same quality, same education with us at 1/6 the cost, and that is why it becomes affordable and accessible to people across the globe. And obviously, we've come a long way. After a decade, we are proud as faculty, as staff in operations, administration, and yourself, the graduates, and the support of families, and your support to your loved ones who have completed qualifications with us. So 9,000 achievers, 9,000 leaders, 9,000 learners who have studied qualifications with us is a big milestone that we are also celebrating today. And this includes 10 subject disciplines. When you look at a university brochure and you look at qualifications, we offer 166 of them. And they are across the ABC of what we have learned as alphabets. So you start with accounting, business, go to computing. For each letter, we have a qualification, and that's what we are also very proud of. So a team of 36 teachers, academics, administrators deliver this quality education to you online, and all of it is done in the comforts of your own home, on the day you want to study, on the time you want to study, 24/7, 365 days a year. Now I know that obviously for some of you it is a journey that is ending today because you're completing and you're graduating. But actually your journey starts now because you're going to be going into the world and obviously carving out careers and obviously taking up various kind of jobs in various career professions. But one thing which I want to deeply share with you, which is very personal to me, is that I've always believed in something. That somebody tells me that this is not possible, it keeps me going. I get sleepless nights and I want to make it possible. So this is my motto that I've done and I've always followed. That sometimes when you hear these words, it can't be done, but every time I hear this, it only strengthens my resolve. And I spend a lot of nights awake, not to worry, but to find out how I can find answers to what somebody's saying is not possible. So I look at building solutions, and that's what I've done with UK VERSITY. I come from a very different background, from IT and telecoms, spending 20 years somewhere else, but I came into higher education 14 years back, and that's where I started getting into higher education, and I've done 4 degrees, countless number of postgraduate qualifications, because I wanted to gain the knowledge and the skills which are required to be able to teach effectively. So when I teach, and when some of my colleagues teach, you're not just learning from somebody who's come in straight out of university, but they have 15 to 20 years of actual life, real-time experience, and that is what you get to study, because most of our learners are mature and adult learners. We're not in the age of 2021, who are just passing out from sixth form, going to a uni. We have a job, we have kids, we have a full-time business, and that is where we are looking at reskilling, upskilling, and that's why you've chosen UK VERSITY to come in and study. So we understand where you come from, because I've been in those in those shoes. So we understand how this needs to be essentially delivered, and how you need to look at actually getting this, because at the end of the day, a qualification is a journey. When you complete the journey, you're expected to get a raise, you're expected to get a new job, a rise in your salary, or maybe change of career or profession. So I always mention that if you can dream, you should be able to make it. But people who don't dream cannot make it. So you have to have a dream, and you can essentially make it. All you have to do is, you have to persevere, you have to be passionate, you have to be hardworking. And when people say that I work 12 hours a day, believe you me, it is true that I work 12 hours a day. Sometimes I don't sleep at all, because I'm so excited with the new thing that I'm working on. It does away with my sleep. And that is what is true passion. And I love this, and that's why I came into higher education. So one of the things which I would want you to take away today would be to also look at the knowledge skills that you have gained with us at UK VERSITY, not just the academic knowledge, but soft and hard skills that you've gained while attending sessions, while obviously speaking to some of our colleagues and obviously the lecturers. I have no doubt that you're going to be able to take this further and take it on into the real world. At this moment, I would also like to thank the families, the colleagues, people who are behind you, who have supported you essentially when you are actually doing this or studying this qualification. Because without their support and their commitment and whatever they do in the back end, it wouldn't have been possible for you to complete and achieve this particular journey today. So we celebrate them too, because they are as big a part of your success as you are in terms of achieving your qualification. One last thing which I'd like to end with, to our honored guests. We've been very fortunate as an organization to always have the patronage of the Lord Mayor's office, and we've always had the Lord Mayor as the chief guest at the graduation. So this is a personal heartfelt thank to your officer and to you personally, who has made this occasion really momentous for us today. And obviously our partners, Alex, Susan, Elise, the 3 big awarding organizations that we work with, and some of you are completing your awards today from ATHE, OTHM and IFA Direct. Without their support and continuous learning that they provide to us, it wouldn't be possible for us to impart and then transfer that learning to you who are our learners. So obviously thank you for your learning and your leadership and the support that they've given us at UK VERSITY and courses for you, because without which we won't be able to deliver and teach these qualifications. Your collaboration obviously has been vital to the success of UK VERSITY and obviously our learners. So as we close today, I would like to say that you should always, this is a line which I have taken from Steve Jobs, who's no longer here, but the words always reverberate with me in my mind, because he always said you should stay curious, stay young and stay foolish. And what he meant by that was that if you have that butterflies in your stomach and you have that curiosity and you have that child's mind in you that I want to try this, I want to do that, that is what pushes you to become successful. So I'll always say that you should, always stay curious, stay passionate and never stop learning, because this is the beginning of a journey where you'll probably be doing lifelong learning as learners yourself, and obviously going further in other generations. So today, though we mark the end of your studies here, but it's the beginning of a journey for you, because you will be journeying now as change makers, as future leaders, and also lifelong learners. And we are very proud that some of our alumni that have studied with us are in very different locations today. So one of the things we do want you to do is be in touch with each other so that you're able to share your success, provide opportunities, and obviously create opportunities for others who are not that blessed or essentially not that fortunate. But sometimes having a conversation with somebody that you know, that you've studied with at the college, gives you that opportunity or opens that door for you. So we are very proud of our learners who are actually completing and graduating today. Some of you are present because you're physically present in Manchester, but we are obviously celebrating the achievement of 1,506 graduate or learners globally. I always talk about a bouquet of flowers, and this is not in my script. The bouquet of flowers is we have learners in 27 countries today. So you pick a country in any continent, whether it's Asia, Far East, Africa, America, we have students in all such locations. And some of you that are present here today come from various backgrounds, and that is what we celebrate as well, which is diversity. And that is where UK VERSITY provides that learning to mature learners, irrespective of the fact where you come from and which country you come from or which background you come from. So our bouquet of flowers has 27 roses today. Who knows, it might be 35 tomorrow, 28 tomorrow, or 24 tomorrow, but we ring a bell in the office to say, okay, ting ting, that we've got a new learner which is coming from a new country, and that country wasn't with us before. So we are essentially proud because of our faculty, because of the staff which give you support in the background and help you achieve your best to your potential and essentially the qualifications. So let's clap and celebrate the success of our graduates today, and thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.